Hey there, buddy. Thank you for coming out of your shell. I know it's not easy to make it outside of your shell, in part because sometimes we don't even realize that we have a shell. You know? If you look in the mirror, a real one or the black one we hold in our hands every day, reflecting not only ourselves but everybody else simultaneously. Not only the best aspects of ourselves, but quite certainly the most vain, frightened, superficial aspects of ourselves, amplified thousands of times over. In that, it can actually seem hard to find our shells. We look in the mirror, we see skin, we see eyes, we see roughly the same thing looking back today that was there yesterday and what we imagine will be there tomorrow. Where's that shell, you ask? The shell is, of course, somewhere in the mind. The mind being a labyrinth of constructed corridors that channel the fervor and dignity of our being, for better or worse, through our own calculations or through our blind obedience. These corridors are made by words, handed down to us, recreated by us. The shell in which we exist is both individual and communal. It has fantastic features and protections, designs and wonders, and deep fatal flaws. It can obstruct the very contact point of your individual being with the greatest force of the divine. So it's good to get out of your shell sometimes. And it doesn't matter if you know what the shell is. It doesn't matter if you can't name the shell. You don't even have to think about the shell in order to lay it down. All you need to do is reconnect with the animating force deepest within yourself, and it will move you out of your shell and back into the flow of life. It wants to. You are not designed to stay in your shell. Over my shoulder, a shawl I would wear, given to me by the woman with sunlight in her hair, from back in the day when love could command, dreaming of fairies and living in a faraway land. It was love like a fantasy. It was love in the wild. It was love like a tumble. It was love like a child. The trickiest part about freeing yourself from your shell is coming to understand that the juncture of your skin and the shell is a thing we call pain. And while we would never think that we want to hold on to pain, it is in fact the glue between us and our shells. In order to free yourself from that glue, you cannot ignore your pain. You must in fact go inside it, as if it was a knot in the muscle, and reanimate it with love itself. You must come to love the very source of your own pain. That is how you liberate yourself from your shell. A suitcase made out of a young man's dream, that the road might be all that it seemed, and goodbye constructed from a morning kiss. If I never see you again, I will always miss love like a fantasy. Love in the wild. It was love like a tumble. It was love. It was love. It was love like a child. stress, the most painful events in your life, the most tragic memories, the most heartbreaking losses. With a simple attempt to find a little thanks that you were allowed them at all, that your presence intersected with those places and people, despite the pain that they have brought upon you. If you can find that, you will become free from your shell and integrate with the flow of the most divine forces of life itself. Inside of my satchel, a book I would read, filled up with quotes from the woman who loved me. Maybe you will need this along the way, a reminder that what we had was not a mistake. It was love, like a fantasy. It was love, it was love in the wild. It was love like a tumble. It was love. It was love like a child. Perhaps you will find, if you are able to shed your shell, that what looked like the worst moments of your life will come to appear as bright dots of illumination on the path to the greatest joy you could ever experience. You will come to understand that those people and those moments were not failures, were not crevasses of fate, but were threads in a magnificent design meant to shelter and guide you toward your freedom. She said it was love. It was love like a fantasy. I said, oh, it was love. It was love in the wild. It was love like a tumble. I said it was love. It was love like a child.